What it do, Durag Nation? Marvel's Wolverine copies are officially out in the wild. Thankfully, not in the GTA 6 way. PlayStation just started sending out review codes to select content creators and journalists for Marvel's Wolverine, who have confirmed when those reviews will go up, and it once again shows that Insomniac is very confident in their game. Now, Hulk smash that hype button and let's get into it. In the past week, Insomniac confirmed Wolverine had gone gold, which means the game is officially done and locked to be shipped on September 15th. Now, with reviewers playing the game right now, they will have plenty of time to complete the game multiple times and get a proper impression. The review embargo lifts on September 10th, which means for 5 days, fans will get to judge the game's reviews before making a final buying decision, for better or worse. I almost never get review codes for PlayStation games. They typically send me stuff the day before launch, so if I do get a code for Wolverine, expect my coverage on the 14th. Many studios, even if the game turns out to be good, won't take the risk and will set the review embargo for only a day or two before launch. Some don't provide review copies at all, but Insomniac is typically very confident with their games, and for good reason. Despite the mostly fake outrage online, Insomniac games review very well. They gave reviewers a month to review Spider-Man 2, and that confidence was rewarded with a 90 Metacritic score, the highest for them in years, as well as extremely high user scores for players who actually had to buy the game. Spider-Man 2 also has so far sold 18.2 million copies in only 3 years. While I don't expect Wolverine to be as popular as a Spider-Man game, there's still for sure pressure for the game to perform and some reason for concern. Based on the first time content creators and media got to actually play Wolverine, which was at the preview event, the common criticism among most of them seems to be centered around the gameplay, which is surprising. The biggest problem with Spider-Man 2 was the story, specifically the rushed third act, but everyone universally has so far said the story is the best part of the Wolverine game and what drove them to keep playing. The complaints about the combat have mostly come down to what you would call a lack of sauce. Granted, this is pretty early in the game, but fans of Spider-Man will for sure notice how combat in Wolverine is much more grounded compared to the high-flying mechanics of Peter and Miles. Skill Up specifically mentioned how Wolverine's special abilities were really cool, but stuck on extremely long cooldowns that made combat a bit of a drag. Now, part of the progression in Wolverine is that you unlock traits that you can use to basically create a build based around certain playstyles and abilities. So I wonder if later in the game you'll be able to sauce up the combat by using traits to decrease cooldowns. Depending on these factors, I can see the Wolverine PS5 review score falling somewhere between an 86 on the low end to a 92 on the high end. I think the game being shorter than Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man PS4 because they went with a linear story-focused game instead of an open world one will actually work in its favor. That means less filler so they can focus on giving players the best experience possible in a limited time. If combat in the full game impresses more than the preview and the story remains as great as everyone says, I could easily see this being Insomniac's highest rated game, which would make all the LARPers on Twitter have a meltdown, though I'm personally predicting a Metacritic score of 88. What do you predict Wolverine's review score would be? Let me know in the comments. I'll be live today covering Gamescom, and we'll be on the lookout for exciting updates on some upcoming superhero games. I broke down all the ones to watch for here. Click the video on screen to learn more. And a huge shout out to everyone supporting me on Patreon. Join for free so you never miss an update.